Imagine pulling out a handful of old pennies from a dusty jar, a forgotten box in your attic, or your grandparents' collection, and realizing that one of them could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. What if the small copper coins most people throw away without a second thought are actually hiding serious fortune in 2026? Welcome to this special episode where we're diving deep into 4 powerful Lincoln pennies that every smart collector and treasure hunter needs to know. From the dark days of the Great Depression to the tense moments just before World War II, all the way to America's patriotic Bicentennial celebration, we're breaking down the 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny, the Denver survivor building quiet fortunes. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny, the San Francisco war-era coin exploding with era potential. The 1938 Lincoln Wheat Penny, the low mintage legend carrying real American endurance. And the 1976 Lincoln Penny, the bicentennial cent that's delivering massive era jackpots right now. These aren't just old pennies. These are pieces of living American history made from real copper. Each one has its own story, its own secrets, and its own money-making power. In this video, you'll discover exact mint details and what makes each coin special. Current 2026 market values, including the big premium numbers. Rare errors that can multiply your profit. Pro hunting tips to find them in real life. And the deadly mistakes that destroy value instantly. So grab your magnifying glass, get comfortable, and stay till the end. Because the last coin might be the one still hiding in your pocket change today. If you love coins, history, and real money opportunities, hit that like button and let's begin the hunt. Let's start with coin number 1. 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny, the Depression-era survivor that's silently building fortunes in 2026. What if a single penny, struck during one of America's darkest economic recoveries, has been hiding in your old coin jar, family drawer, or inherited collection, quietly increasing in value year after year while most people overlook it as just another old cent? That's the untold power of the 1937 Lincoln Wheat Penny. It doesn't shout like rare gold coins or famous errors, but in the hands of smart collectors, this small copper piece from the Denver Mint is becoming a serious player in the Wheat Penny series. Step back into 1937 America. Close your eyes and travel to 1937. The Great Depression is slowly loosening its grip. Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal programs are creating jobs, but millions are still struggling. Factories are restarting. Families are careful with every single cent. Children save pennies in glass jars hoping for better days ahead. In that year, the Denver Mint produced 50,430 in Lincoln Wheat Pennies. They entered heavy circulation immediately, buying loaves of bread, newspapers, streetcar rides, and simple groceries. No one saved them thinking they'd become collectible. They were everyday money during uncertain times. Yet today, in 2026, the 1937 stands as a symbol of American resilience and a favorite target for treasure hunters. The timeless design that captures history. The obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, shows a thoughtful profile of Abraham Lincoln. Around the portrait, you'll find "In God We Trust" arched above, "Liberty" to the left, the date 1937, and most importantly, that small D mint mark directly below the date, confirming it was born at the historic Denver Mint. The reverse features 2 strong wheat stalks framing 1 cent and United States of America, with a pluribus unum proudly displayed above. Those wheat ears weren't just decoration, they symbolized hope for agricultural recovery and a stronger nation during tough economic times. Technical details every collector must know. Composition: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19.1 mm. Edge: plain, smooth. This is genuine pre-1982 copper, not the cheap zinc pennies of today. That real copper content gives every 1937 both intrinsic melt value and strong numismatic appeal, especially as copper prices continue rising. What turns an ordinary 1937 into a treasure? Experienced collectors obsess over these details. Razor-sharp details on Lincoln's beard, cheekbone, and hairlines. Fully defined wheat grains on the reverse with no weakness. Original mint luster and eye appeal. The all-important red, RD, designation. Coins that still show that bright, original copper glow. Brown or red-brown examples are nice, but true red gems are where serious money lives. Real market values in 2026. Here's the exciting breakdown based on current auction and dealer data. Circulated grades: good to very fine, 0.25. 3. Extremely fine to about uncirculated, $3.15. Uncirculated MS63, MS65, $15, $60. Gem MS66 red, $80, $250. MS67 red, $300, $1,000. Plum. Top tier MS68 red. Records show sales up to $17,250 at major auctions. One perfect 1937D and MS68 RD can literally pay for a family, vacation, or significantly boost your collection's worth. That's the power of condition and scarcity in high grades. Hidden errors and varieties that multiply value. Always inspect your 1937D carefully for double die obverse, strong doubling on date, Liberty or Lincoln's features. Repunched mint mark, RPM, extra punch marks on the D. Off-center strikes, 10-30% off-center can add hundreds. Die cracks, cuds, and lamination errors. Planche defects or struck-through errors. Even minor varieties can jump a normal coin from $10. Value into the $200, $2,000 plus. Range depending on dramatic appeal. The one mistake that destroys value. If you find one, never clean it. Cleaning with chemicals, toothpaste, or polishing cloths removes the natural patina and original surfaces that graders love. A clean 1937D can lose 70-90% of its potential value instantly. Leave it exactly as the Denver Mint made it, where these pennies still surface today. In 2026, 1937D wheat pennies continue appearing in old family coin albums and piggy banks, estate sales and inherited collections, bulk wheat penny rolls bought from dealers, attic boxes and forgotten storage, mixed lots at local coin shops. Many were saved in the western states and are only now entering the market as older generations pass down their holdings. Why the 1937D remains a collector favorite. This coin represents real American history, the grit of a nation pulling itself out of depression. It's affordable for beginners yet offers massive upside for advanced collectors chasing red gems. With growing interest in pre-do-you-two copper and rising metal values, demand stays strong year after year. Final powerful message for your viewers. Next time you're sorting through old pennies, don't rush past the 1937s. Slow down. Grab your magnifying glass. Look for that clear D mint mark. Check Lincoln's details. Feel the wheat stalks. Hold a piece of living history in your hand. The 1937D, Lincoln Wheat Penny, proves that some of the greatest treasures aren't flashy or rare in mintage. They're the quiet survivors that waited patiently for someone sharp enough to recognize their true worth. This tiny copper coin from 1937 could be the most profitable penny you'll ever discover. It survived the Depression. It survived decades of circulation. Now it's waiting for you. Start your hunt today. Check every old cent. Because in the world of coin collecting, fortune often favors those who look closer at the small things. That 1937D in your hand might not just be a penny. It could be your ticket to a bigger collection, bigger profits, and a deeper connection to America's resilient past. The treasure hunt never ends. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep holding history. Our coin number 2, 1941 S. Lincoln Wheat Penny, the San Francisco War Penny, that's quietly turning into serious cash in 2026. What if the next penny you pull from an old roll or family box could be worth hundreds, even thousands, of dollars? That's exactly why the 1941 S. Lincoln Wheat Penny is creating excitement right now among smart collectors and error hunters. While most people see it as just an old cent, experienced hunters know this San Francisco Mint issue from the brink of World War II has strong upside, especially in high grades and with varieties. America on the edge in 1941. Turn the clock back to 1941. The United States was still recovering from the Great Depression, but dark clouds of war were gathering. Factories shifted toward defense production. Families stocked pantries and held on to every coin. Pearl Harbor was just months away. The San Francisco Mint struck 90,000 Lincoln Wheat Pennies that year. These coins saw heavy circulation during wartime rationing, buying milk, bread, newspapers, and bus fares. Most got worn down fast. But the survivors, especially those with sharp strikes and original red color, they're the ones turning heads in today's market. Iconic design loaded with meaning. Victor David Brenner's classic obverse shows Abraham Lincoln in profile, calm and strong. Key markers: In God We Trust. Liberty. Date 1951. That important small S. Mint mark right below the date. Your signal this came from San Francisco. Flip it over in the 2 wheat stalks. Frame 1 cent and United States of Wood. America. Those wheat ears symbolized American agricultural power and hope for Victory at a time when the world was heading into global conflict. San Francisco strikes often delivered sharper details than other mints, which is why premium examples shine today. Must-know technical specs. Composition, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight, 3.11 grams. Diameter, 19 mm. Edge plain. Real pre-1982. Copper. This gives the coin intrinsic melt value plus collector demand, especially as copper prices climb in 2026. What modern collectors are chasing. Top graders focus on razor-sharp Lincoln details, beard, hair, cheekbone, fully defined wheat grains with no softness, strong mint mark and legends, original red, RD, copper color and blazing luster. Coins with that fresh mint red glow command the biggest premiums. Explosive 2026 market values. Here's the current reality check. Circulated grades, G4 to VF20, 0 to 20, 2. Extremely fine, AU, 2, 8 or. Uncirculated MS63, MS65, 8, $50. Gem MS66 RD, $50, 150. MS67 RD, $200, 1,000 plus. Top MS68 RD. Auction records show $15,000 plunge potential. Proof-like examples and elite gems have sold for thousands recently. 1941S. In top condition can easily fund your next coin shopping spree. Era varieties that can make you rich. This is where the real excitement happens. Hunt for these game changers. 1941SS. Repunched mint mark, RPM, secondary S. Shadow visible under magnification. 25 200 plus. Double die obverse, doubling on date, Liberty. Or Lincoln's features, hundreds to thousands. Off-center strikes, 10, 50%. Off-center can bring 58 on 600 plus. Slanted one variety in the date. Lamination errors, die cracks, struck throughs, and wrong planche strikes. Some reaching $1,000, 2,500 plus. Error hunters are actively searching bulk rolls because these mistakes turn ordinary pennies into headline makers. Where to find 1941S pennies in 2026? Start your hunt here. Old wheat penny rolls and bulk lots. Inherited collections and estate sales. Attic boxes and family jars from western states. Coin shop mixed bins and online auctions. Even change from grandparents' stashes. Because the S mint mark is small, many people miss it and spend these coins without realizing their potential. Critical mistakes that kill value. Never clean your finds. Polishing or chemicals destroy original surfaces and can slash value by 70–90%. Always use proper storage, inert holders, no PVC flips. Get premium examples graded by PCGS or NGC for maximum resale power. Fake or exaggerated errors flood the market, so verify with experts. Why the 1941S is hot right now? It's an affordable entry into wheat pennies with real growth potential. It represents pre-Pearl Harbor America, carries real copper, and offers strong demand for red gems and errors. As older collections come to market, sharp-eyed collectors are snapping up quality. 1941S examples before prices climb further. Your action plan. Don't sleep on this one. Grab a magnifying glass or phone macro lens. Buy some affordable wheat penny rolls. Check every 1941 for that S mint mark. Inspect for doubling, repunching, and strike quality. Sort systematically. Light them at an angle to catch luster. Separate anything suspicious for closer review. The 1941S Lincoln Wheat Penny proves you don't need million-dollar rarities to win big. Sometimes the biggest profits hide in common-looking coins from pivotal years in history. This San Francisco cent survived wartime circulation, decades in drawers, and now it's your turn to give it new life and potentially serious profit. Start checking today. That one 1941S in your hand could be the spark that takes your collection and your bank account to the next level. The hunt is real. The opportunity is now. Grab your coins, fire up that excitement, and go find your next winner. Because in coin collecting, fortune doesn't wait for the unprepared. It rewards those who look closer and act faster. Keep hunting, keep learning. Your 1941S breakthrough is waiting. A coin number 3, 1938 S Lincoln Wheat Penny. The quiet San Francisco survivor that carries the weight of American endurance. In the vast world of Lincoln Wheat Pennies, not every coin shouts its importance. Some speak softly through history, resilience, and subtle scarcity. The 1938S Lincoln Wheat Penny is one such coin. A humble copper cent that embodies the quiet strength of a nation still, healing from economic hardship. If you've ever inherited old coins or sorted through family collections, you may have held this piece without realizing its deeper story. Today, in 2026, it continues to reward patient collectors who understand its legacy. 1938, a year of cautious hope. America in 1938 remained in the long shadow of the Great Depression. Unemployment lingered. The Dust Bowl had scarred the heartland, yet small signs of recovery appeared. New Deal projects, slowly reopening factories, and families holding on to hope 1 penny at a time. The San Francisco Mint struck only 15 and 180,000. Lincoln Wheat Pennies. That year, the lowest mintage among the 3 mints for 1938. These coins traveled westward routes, passed through working hands in California and beyond during uncertain times. They bought simple necessities: bread, milk, stamps, and school lunches. Most circulated heavily and wore down. But those few that survived, in better condition, became quiet, treasures for future generations. A design rooted in American values. Victor David Brenner's obverse captures Abraham Lincoln in thoughtful profile, a symbol of integrity during national trials. You'll notice, "In God we trust" above, liberty to the left, the date 1938, and the small S mint mark beneath the date, identifying its San Francisco origin. The reverse features twin wheat stalks, embracing 1 cent and United States of America, with a pluribus unum above. Those wheat ears represented America's agricultural backbone and the enduring promise of harvest after hardship, a powerful message for families still struggling in 1938. Technical foundation of lasting value. Composition: 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19 mm. Edge plain. This genuine copper content connects the coin to an era before zinc-coated modern cents. It offers both historical authenticity and intrinsic metal appeal as copper values fluctuate. Collector wisdom: what to examine closely. True appreciation comes from understanding condition. Strong facial details on Lincoln. Clear beard, cheek, and hairlines. Fully formed wheat grains without blending or weakness. Bold, clear S mint mark. Original surface quality and eye appeal. The color designation matters greatly. Red examples retaining bright original copper luster are the most prized. Red, brown, and brown have their place, but RD gems carry the emotional and financial premium. Market values rooted in reality. 2026. The 1938S rewards patience. Circulated grades: good to very fine, $0.50, $3, extremely fine to AU, $3, be $12. Uncirculated MS63, MS65, $15, $60. Gem MS66 RD, $70, $250. MS67 Plus RD, $300 when 500 plus. Elite examples: top specimens have reached $10,000, $15,000 in major auctions, especially with strong eye appeal and CAC approval. Its lower mintage gives it a natural edge over more common dates, making high-grade survivors increasingly respected. Varieties and errors that add depth. Serious collectors seek repunched mint marks, RPM, visible extra S. Shadows can multiply value significantly. Double die obverse varieties. Die cracks and cuts, off-center strikes, lamination and plancher errors. These imperfections from the minting process tell their own stories of human craftsmanship under pressure. Collector wisdom, protecting the legacy. Never clean these coins. Harsh methods strip away the natural patina that graders and collectors cherish. A cleaned 1938S loses much of its historical soul and market value. Store properly in inert materials. Consider professional grading, PCGS or NGC, for premium examples to preserve their story for the next generation. Where these coins still emerge. Look in. Western State family collections, many stayed local. Estate sales and inherited albums. Bulk wheat penny lots. Old jars and storage boxes from the Pacific Coast. They often surface quietly as older generations pass down holdings, giving new collectors a chance to connect with the past. Take a moment next time you encounter old pennies. Slow down. Search for 1938 with that small S. Examine it under good light. Feel its weight. Consider the hands that once held it during tough years. The 1938S Lincoln Wheat Penny teaches us that some of history's most meaningful artifacts aren't the rarest in absolute numbers, but those that survived against the odds with quiet grace. It may be small in size, but it carries the spirit of a generation that refused to break. For today's collectors, it offers affordable entry, strong historical connection, and meaningful upside for those who appreciate condition and story. In your collecting journey, let this coin remind you, the best finds often come to those who look deeper. Value patience and honor the legacy each piece represents. Keep searching with respect. Keep learning with curiosity. And when you find your 1938s, hold it as a bridge between America's challenging past and your own pursuit of knowledge and discovery. That single copper penny from San Francisco in 1938 may not shout, but it whispers a powerful truth. Endurance creates lasting worth. Coin number 4, 1976 Lincoln Penny. The Bicentennial cent that hides explosive error, jackpots in plain sight. What if the ordinary-looking penny from America's 200th birthday celebration could turn your next coin roll search into a serious profit-making adventure? That's the thrill of the 1976 Lincoln Penny. While the nation was waving flags and collecting special bicentennial quarters and half dollars, these humble Lincoln Memorial cents were being pumped out by the billions, setting the perfect stage for minting mistakes that today's error hunters are cashing in on big time in 2026. America's Patriotic Party in 1976. America was buzzing with red, white, and blue energy. It was the 200th anniversary of independence. Tall ships sailed into harbors. Fireworks lit up the sky. The country was healing from Vietnam and Watergate, and patriotism was at a fever pitch. The U.S. Mint produced over 4.6 billion 1976 Lincoln cents at Philadelphia alone, plus hundreds of millions more at Denver. These coins kept everyday commerce moving, buying ice cream, bus rides, and comic books, while the flashy bicentennial design stole the spotlight. Most 1976 pennies entered heavy circulation and stayed there for decades. But hidden among the masses, game-changing errors that smart hunters are pulling out of rolls and old collections right now. The classic design that celebrated quietly. The obverse features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, with "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1976. No special bicentennial design here. That honor went to larger denominations. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial Building, with United States of America, 1 cent, and E pluribus unum. It's the standard memorial reverse used from 1959 to 2008, but the timing during America's birthday year gives every 1976 cent a patriotic connection that collectors love. Key technical specs: composition, 95% copper, 5% zinc, pre-1982 classic copper. Weight, 3.11 grams. Diameter, 19 mm. Edge plain. This real copper content gives even common examples a little baseline melt appeal. But the real money lives in condition and especially mint errors. The error hunting excitement that makes 1976 special. This is where the 1976 Lincoln Penny becomes a treasure hunter's dream. Because of the massive production numbers, mistakes slipped through, and those mistakes are worth serious cash today. Off-center strikes, 10-30%. Off-center bring 15 to 110. Dramatic 50% police. Examples have sold for 200, 432 plus. Wrong planche errors, struck on dime, nickel, or quarter planches. These cross $1,000 to $2,600 plus easily. Double die varieties. Look for doubling on Liberty, the date, or Lincoln's features. Strong ones add hundreds. Clipped planches, broad strikes, and lamination errors, 2,400 plus depending on drama. Die cracks, cuds, and BIE errors. Die breaks near letters can create the famous BIE variety, extra vertical line between B and E in Liberty, worth 100 to 1,000 plus. High-grade red examples without errors are hot too. MS67RD around 100, 200, while the ultra-rare MS68RD has sold for over $1,000 recently. 2026 value breakdown. What's it really worth? Normal circulated, face value to 0.10. Nice uncirculated, MS65, MS66, RD, $10, $60. Gem, MS67, RD, $100, $300 a P. Top MS68 RD, $800, $8,500 plus, extremely rare. Major errors, $50, all the way up to several $1,000s for spectacular examples. The combination of bicentennial history, plus copper, plus error potential makes 1976 pennies one of the most exciting modern dates to hunt. Where to hunt? 1976 pennies in 2026. Start your patriotic error hunt here. Bulk wheat and memorial cent rolls. Many still contain 1970s dates. Old change jars, bank rolls, and inherited collections from the 70s, 80s. Estate sales and garage sale coin lots. Online bulk lots and coin shop penny bins. Even searching pocket change and cash register sweeps. Because they look so common, most people ignore them, which means big opportunities for you. Pro tips to avoid costly mistakes. Never clean any 1976 penny you find. Cleaning destroys luster and surfaces, killing both error value and high-grade potential. Use good lighting and a magnifying glass or macro lens. Store finds in inert holders. Get exciting errors or high-grade gems, professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. This maximizes resale value and protects against fakes. Why 1976 pennies capture the collector spirit. They connect us directly to America's bicentennial celebration. They carry real copper history. And most importantly, they prove that big finds don't always require old rare dates. Sometimes the biggest thrills come from recent coins with minting drama. In an era where everyone's chasing silver and gold, these affordable copper cents offer accessible excitement with real profit potential. Your energetic call to action. Grab some rolls today. Sit down with great lighting. Sort every single 1976 Lincoln penny. Check the date. Look for doubling. Tilt them to catch off-center edges. And examine for planche issues. Feel the excitement of America's 200th birthday in your hand. Imagine pulling out the wrong planche error or a blazing red gem. That pays for your next coin show. The 1976 Lincoln penny is living proof that the hunt is still alive and well. You don't need deep pockets to win big. You just need sharp eyes, patience, and the willingness to look closer than everyone else. This bicentennial cent reminds us that sometimes the greatest treasures are hiding in the most ordinary places, waiting for a new generation of hunters to discover their true worth. Fire up that magnifying glass, roll up your sleeves. America's birthday coins are still out there delivering surprises in 2026. Your next big score could be sitting in a 1976 penny right now. The celebration continues. The hunt is on. Go find your winner and make history your profit.